Hello watch fans, it's Anders here on Watch On channel. Today I'm finally ready with the review of my new Seiko Flightmaster. So this Seiko Flightmaster is the first one in the Flightmaster series of Seiko Flightmaster watches that I have owned, and I want to give you my experience with this quartz driven Seiko pilot's watch here on Watch On channel. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button, it's a big help. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You will see a lot of pictures and a lot of content about watches which I don't feature here on the channel. Also give me a like if you enjoyed this video and a thumbs up, that's a like. And leave a comment down below if you have a comment about this watch. So the watch in question is the Seiko Flightmaster SND253P1, a quartz driven, very fun and enjoyable little affordable pilot's watch. So you know, if you follow Seiko's line of watches, that they have a lot of different Flightmasters, and this is definitely within the most budget part of the line of Flightmasters, and it's one of the more simple Flightmasters. You can find a lot of different variations of the Flightmaster. This is definitely one of the most simple and most affordable. So you should be able to find this watch just around $130 US. I paid $129 US on massdrop.com. So if you want to see the unboxing of this watch, you can click on the link up here in the right corner or down in the description. I did an unboxing so you can see the box, the hang tag, and also the bracelet that the watch came on. So I decided to take the bracelet off right away. I tried to adjust it, but it's such a bad bracelet, and that's the biggest criticism against Seiko within the very budget line of their watches. That their bracelets, the leather straps are absolutely a travesty. It's horrible. So I was lucky to have this very nice black NATO strap, very high quality NATO strap from the company Spring Made, which is a new NATO strap company. You can find a review of their NATO straps. Also a link down below if you're interested in seeing some more about this NATO strap, but I think it really fits this Seiko Flightmaster very nicely. So of course, dimensions, and this is a very contemporary sized watch. It's just about 41 millimeters in diameter, including the crown. We're talking 43. The thickness is a very nice 10 millimeters. Lock to lock distance is a very nice 20, which, as you can see, gives a lot of different strap options. And I want to say this watch is kind of a strap monster because you can fit anything to this watch. So the last dimension we of course need the lock to lock. So it wears very comfortable at 46 millimeters. So what are we talking about here? So we're of course talking about a pilot's watch. And it's a pilot's watch, a chronograph pilot's watch. As you can see, we have the push buttons here for the chronograph on the right side of the watch. And we have the different scales on this slide rule bezel we have here. So you can use this for different calculations. You can calculate, if you're a pilot, you can calculate how much fuel you have left until your destination, until you reach your destination. You can actually calculate when you're out at a nice restaurant, you can calculate your tip. You can do a lot of different things with the slide rule bezel. It's practically just a cool thing to look at. It's not something that you're going to use a lot with this watch. So of course, I also need to give you a wristwatch check. I'm wearing the very nice Christopher Ward C65 Khaki limited edition dive watch manually wound, which I'm going to also publish a review of very soon. So back to the Seiko. When we look at the dial, we have a running seconds at 9 o'clock. Down here at 6 o'clock, we have a counter. If you can see here, we have a counter of 12 hours and also of minutes, as you can see here. And up here we have 1/20th of a second. We have applied hour markings at 1, 2, 4, down here at 8, 10 and 11. Inside we have a counter inside, and we also have the minute markings on the outer side. So it's a very busy dial. as you can see, 35 minutes, 25 minutes. You have a lot of different calculations and a lot of different methods of timing whatever you want. And this watch is definitely all about timing stuff, not just reading the time, but actually using this watch. So we have Seiko chronograph 100 meters of water resistance, which is very, very nice with 100 meters of water resistance on this watch. And as you can see here, it isn't a pull-push crown, it's actually a screw-down crown, which actually just gives us a very nice idea of that this is actually going to hold the water resistance. Very small crown, screw-down crown, small pushers. So the first pusher actuates the chronograph. So when you activate the chronograph, you get 1/20th of a second. When this counter here at 12 o'clock, you get 60 seconds here with the red chronograph hand. You get 12 hours down here, the hour counter. So you get a lot of different measurements you can use if you want to time stuff. And then you of course can use the slide rule bezel, which is bidirectional. So you get a date window at 3 o'clock as well. The watch is done in stainless steel, 316 stainless steel. It has a very nice grip, a coin edge to the slide rule bezel. And it's all high polish, so they didn't do anything extraordinary with the case of this watch because it's just very simple high polish. It's not, they didn't do brushing or stuff like that, so it's not a very interesting case. But again, remember, this is a very affordable watch, and this is practically a tool watch, a very nice water-resistant pilot's watch tool watch. So you can see everything is running here on the watch. I'm very disappointed with the loom. So let's have a loom shot. It's only loom on the hands, the minute, hour and chronograph hand, and then the hour markings. And it isn't very strong. Usually you see very strong loom with Seiko watches, but this is very disappointing, the loom on this Seiko Flightmaster. So having a look at the case back, very uninteresting as well. Just Seiko, water resistant, movement made in Japan, blah, blah, blah. Not very interesting, but the funny thing is that you get a screw down case back, which also testaments to the water resistance. So I think this is essentially a tool watch, a beater tool watch. You won't be too sad about scratching or banging. The crystal is Hardlex, the proprietary crystal for Seiko. So it isn't very scratch resistant, not as scratch resistant as sapphire crystal, but still it gets the job done. And well, you would prefer sapphire, but that would push the price for this watch up a little bit. So including the bracelet, you have a weight of 122 grams. So here you have the wrist shot. As you can see, this wears very well on my 18 centimeter wrist, which is approximately 7.1 inches. So it's a very contemporary size with the approximately 40 to 41 millimeter in diameter, only 10 millimeters in thickness. It wears very well, and I think it actually really wears super cool on this NATO strap because it just gives it this very kind of stealth, kind of tool watch look, in my opinion. I of course also have some gripes with this watch, and I think definitely the biggest gripe is the bracelet. It's a horrible bracelet, so you have to invest some spare money in buying a new strap, a leather strap, a rubber strap, or on a NATO strap. So you should definitely count in, you have to spend maybe 25 to 30 more US dollars to actually give this watch a nice strap, because it's horrible, the bracelet. So the other thing is definitely that the loom is super disappointing with this watch. I'm just used to these tool watches, sports watches from Seiko. They have crazy loom usually. This is one of the worst looms I have seen on a Seiko watch. Very disappointing. And also, and this is more from an aesthetic point of view, it is a very busy watch. So if you just want a simple watch, if you want a very legible watch, this is definitely not the one for you, because it does take just a few seconds to actually read the time on this watch, because it is a very busy dial. But on the other hand, that's actually also what is very cool and fun about this watch. It is a very busy dial, a very tooly pilot watch, and that's also the thing I enjoy. So it's a kind of a plus minus. a love-hate thing with that one. Of course, you also only get a hardlex crystal and you get a very boring case. I also think they should have done more with the crown. They could have signed the crown, made it bigger, and also the pushers are very cheap. But again, bear in mind this is a watch that costs just a little more than $100, so you don't get any kind of high-end quality and finishes and super nice bracelet and pushers and stuff like that. All in all, and that's what it's mostly about, it's a fun, enjoyable watch in my collection, and I'm definitely, when it becomes spring and summer, going to wear this watch because it's just so much fun. So here at the end of the review, let's stop the counter and let's see what happens when I reset the chronograph. So the two hands up here, they travel right back, but the hour counter down here at 6 o'clock, it has to really just rewind all the way back. So I hope you enjoyed the review, full review here on Watch On channel of this Seiko Flightmaster SND253P1 chronograph watch, quartz driven watch. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Remember to follow my channel on Instagram and Facebook. Also remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed. Thank you. Bye.